Good morning. It is 6:41 a.m. on Friday, July 15th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Of course, I got up to hear about the horrible uh, truck driving into a crowd in France. I mean, not to make too big a thing of my discomfort, but sure is getting tiring waking up to hear about new tragedies. But I don't know. I suppose that's the way of the world. And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to make too big a thing about, like, oh, here's how all this influences me. Just the same, this particular story was kind of extra surreal because I just this week finished listening to an audiobook of Stephen King's Mr. Mercedes, which is about a psychopath who drives a Mercedes into a crowd of people. So, so there's that. It's a developing story. I don't know all the details yet, so I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that any further, other than to acknowledge it and say how awful. And anyway, in happier news, um, other than the various technical difficulties, I'm still continuing to find Pokemon Go entertaining. Um, and I think the the side sport for Pokemon Go is being amused by the people who are annoyed by Pokemon Go. Maybe that's not charitable to be amused by annoyed people, but Oh, on that note too, lots of annoyed people about the new Ghostbusters movie. Just the same, lots of people that I know and like saying they liked it, so I'm definitely going to go see it. Maybe not tonight, but this weekend for sure. So looking forward to that. Otherwise, just, things are going okay for me right now. There hasn't really been any additional progress on um, whether, or my considerations about possibly getting a second dog. Um, I'm, still, that should always be something where you don't do it unless you're sure. And sure doesn't have to mean 100%, but the like I'm not high enough right now. I'll continue to think about it, but you know, I got one great dog right now. She's great. Don't necessarily need to change things up right now. But on that note, to draw a connection to an earlier bit, when I was walking Luna last night before bed, there were in the little park near me. There were lots of people playing Pokemon Go, and we were crossing over this little footbridge, and a group of guys that were kind of standing on the bridge looking at stuff. One of them looks up and goes, "Well, there's a corgi," and then I said, "Yes, she's very highly evolved," and that went over pretty well, if I do say so myself. Hit with the teens. Um, what else? Just kind of, plugging along, doing my thing right now. I'm getting um, close to the end, I think, with Phyllis Esposito. So that'll be a transition. I think I'm not going to jump right into a new serial, but I am going to when that finishes. But I think I am going to try to keep up the routine of of writing every day. And I think the new rule for myself, once I'm not posting a new installment of the serial every day, will be 1 hour of creative work every day. And that might be writing, it might be podcast producing, like if I'm doing an audio version of Phyllis, for example, or working on editing something else. It doesn't have to be an hour of like new words every day. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep that up. In any case, I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes. I hope you have a good weekend.